It's like the craziest thing ever, Mike. It is the Hollywood team. Like, when they needed it, just like the NFC Championship game, all the right people started to step up. You know, you talked about Aaron Donald, Von Miller. You know, he played really well in the second half. And then, I mean, that last drive, Matthew Stafford, I mean, career legacy on the line. Career legacy. Gonna get blamed if they lose the game, right? Because he's got 2 interceptions, even though they weren't egregious. Like you said, one wasn't his fault. Another one was a 3rd and 14. He just threw up.
Right.
It didn't cost him anything. It wasn't great. I'm with you. But, man, for Stafford to just hang in there with no run game, no OBJ. Wait, we know Tyler Higbee wasn't there. The other tight end, Blanton, was out. He couldn't play. I mean, they were really undermanned. And the fact that he was so tough, strong-willed here, great decisions, a lot of great throws into some tight windows to Cooper Kupp. That's why they got Matt Stafford. If Jared Goff's the quarterback, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a jerk. They're not coming back to win this football game or going on that drive. I know.
Yeah.
So
I like that 4th
really
and
special.
1. I like that 4th and 1 run to Cooper Kupp.
Huge
I like
play,
that a lot.
Right? I mean, that was big time.
Again, if you're going to go for it in that spot, you better have a play you like. You better have a play you like, and you better be able to trust your guys to get it done.
No doubt.
And the Rams were able to, and that was part of the drive that resulted in the
big drive.
Game-winning touchdown. Little controversy, not much.
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson of the Bengals said, hey, you know, it happens. Calls near the end zone. There was a sense that, you know, and look.
They were letting them play all night.
I know. All of a sudden, the flags start coming out.
Yeah.
And the tinfoil hat crowd would say, oh, they wanted the Rams to score, so we get one last drive of the Bengals and maybe overtime. Yeah, but, you know, look.
I thought they were egregious enough.
Well, the one that
this one especially,
the defensive holding, yes. Okay, the pass interference. Well, now that the Cooper Kupp hit, that was amazing. He held on to that ball, and that was nullified by a holding penalty. So they did a do-over. There was the interference that gave the Bengals first and goal, or the Rams, excuse me, first and goal from the 1, followed by the fade to Cooper Kupp. You had said something earlier about that fade to Cooper Kupp, and Matt Casey, our producer, pointed out that Eli Apple, right before the snap, cheated to the inside. Like film study would suggest, Cooper Kupp runs an in or a slant in that setting, not the fade, and he did the move,
the fake slam,
and he did
went
the
out.
fade, and there it was.
I think so. You know, again, I'd be interesting to know like what McVay says about that play afterwards. But you know, I just go back and like you and me are the same. We got like a Rolodex of like plays through the year. Cooper Kupp's usually not like the jump ball fade guy in the corner of the end zone. He is usually
he's got to cross the back,
slant, crosses the middle of the field, right?
Yeah.
I would bet you that was a tendency breaker. I would bet you that Eli Apple at the last second cheated in because that's probably what he was coached to do. And of course, Stafford and McVay made the great play. But
and you need whatever edge you can get if you're going to go one-on-one against Cooper Kupp.
No
and
doubt,
Eli
you got
Apple.
to take something away. You're in a tough spot. That's right. It's the best receiver in football this year. They left you on an island. You know, they're inches away from scoring a touchdown, running the ball up the middle. So they got extra people on defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback sneak. That compromises the guys on the edge. That was a big deal, no doubt about it. The flag thing, like, what's your thoughts just all overall? Like, they swallowed the flags all game. The whistle, the flags.
So stay that way the rest of the game.
Right. That's what's annoying.
Like
T. Higgins should have been pass interference on the long touchdown.
Right.
But they weren't calling him at that point.
Right. The one where he got open and Jalen Ramsey was complaining to the officials afterwards.
Right.
His face mask grabbed.
Yeah.
Yep. It just, when the season's on the line and that kind of stuff happens, you're going to have people who say, ha-ha,
I know.
ha-ha,
Yeah.
Roger grabbed his walkie-talkie.
Right.
And, you know, look, there's been enough incompetence and enough questions that it's not ridiculous.
No, well, it's
to say these
inconsistent
things,
all year.
But I just don't think that I don't think that they really don't care.
They
as much
don't
as people
care.
think.
No.
It's just incompetence.
That's right.
Incompetence is the easiest explanation.
I had no problem with either Cooper Kupp pass interference calls. I didn't. The one he's crossing over the middle, again, he's making a move on a linebacker. The linebacker put his hand on his chest. He grabs his jersey a little bit as he's going by. And then even as the ball's coming and being delivered in the air, makes contact with him again. And, of course, that last one on the little out route was, I thought, even worse, really.
It turns our expectations on their head, though, because we would expect the flags to be tucked deeper into the pockets late in a game like that, not all game long, and then all of a sudden it's flag fest. You establish a rhythm, a pattern, a trend, and then it's defied with the championship on the line. Cooper Kupp was the MVP with 8 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Donald could have made a great case for it. He had a couple of sacks, plus he made the play that ended the game.
Didn't get a sack, but he effed the play up, right?
But he destroyed it, and the ball came flying out as Joe Burrow got rid of it before he got tackled. Let's hear a little bit from the great Aaron Donald.
There it is.
Now has done. There it is. I thought that was a fumble at first. It's amazing he got rid of that ball.
Yeah.
So there it is. Aaron Donald says, "Give me my ring. I want my ring." Let's see him do it. He did it after the win over the 49ers, and he has his ring. Look at that. Look at that. And I don't know how Burrow got rid of it. Not that it matters at that point. It's not like anybody was going to catch it. It was 4th down. Before we go on, it was 4th and 1 from the 49.
Right.
That's a 66-yard field goal for Evan McPherson.
Right.
I mean, it's 66 yards. I think they did the right thing going for it. I didn't love the play. I didn't love the play on 3rd and 1, the inside run to Samaje Perine. I don't get that.
Questionable. Where's
you
Joe
got 2
Mixon?
shots. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Supposedly they use Perine in those situations,
They do.
but that's right. Maybe sneak Joe in for that play if you're going to run it. That was kind of odd to me, but I don't think you try a 66-yard field goal there.
I don't think so either. You're gonna get crucified for that if the ball ends up being 5 yards short, doesn't even get to the crossbar. But it's gonna go. I mean, NFL record, Super Bowl. They wanted to get one,
and it's 1 yard. It's
1
not
yard.
10.
Exactly right. They wanted to get one more little chunk of yards, 5-10 yards, and I think they probably would have been comfortable. McPherson is an incredible psychological experiment. I know Matt Casey, our producer here, I'm on the sideline before the game. He's talking to me, and I mean, he's the most relaxed guy ever, and talking to me so casually and carefree that I'm literally double checking to make sure it's McPherson, because I'm like, this guy doesn't even care. He wanted, I swear he was getting ready to come up on the desk with me and Maria and be like, you guys want me to host a segment with you on the show? He was so relaxed, so cool. Look at him. He's a character. I literally had to give him like, hey, dude, I got to go and like do a TV show. I'll see you later. And he was like, all right, man, cool. I'll see you. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, and he did say he wanted to watch the halftime show. And
it's amazing.
There he is. But so even with all of his confidence, 66 may have been a little bit much to ask for. So instead they go for it. Aaron Donald F's the play up and nails down the win.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.